There's a new Goku in Dokkan, so of course we're summoning. Here we go. This is one of the most just absolute awful banners. Fuse. Okay, I think I've ever seen, dude. This is a very bad banner. I mean, when half your banner is like 2 years old and just goes up from there, that's bad, dude. And like the only other like attraction, oh god, yeah, Bojack's 2 years old. I just want to, you know, I'm sure most of you realize that, but yeah, Bojack is Bojack's 2 years old. And of course, you know what to do. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the video, and of course, consider hitting that red subscribe button down there. Anyway, and then your other attraction is Raditz, which, don't get me wrong, I need dupes of Raditz. My Raditz is one dupe, so we actually need copies of Raditz. But it's like, what? I want and need Majin Vegetas. Now, I just looked at Global, which of course I'm filming this like pretty close to when the banner just went live. I woke up super early this morning to hop in on the banner, and Global actually kept Ginyu, which is good, obviously, on the Pan banner too, which is a, you know, really quick turnaround there. I mean, again, very good, because Ginyu is a highly sought after unit. Fuse again. Ooh, Ginyu is an incredibly sought after unit, so I mean it makes sense. But it's like, where's MV? He's not been back in so long. You know, obviously he's older, at least on the JP side, than Raditz. So like, I don't know what is happening there. Why, dude? And this is why, man. That is why. Oh my gosh, dude, that, like, I feel like I cannot believe this banner. And then on top of that, to throw even more salt in the wound, man, to spit in our face just one extra little bit, Bandai and Akatsuki did not give us any cell stones at all. There were no cells at all for this Goku. It's like they are literally doing everything they can to make sure that just OG Dragon Ball doesn't do well or something. I don't know. It's like prove it that you want a Dragon Ball anniversary. Anyways, I mean, I think there are cells coming, but it's like not at launch of the banner. What? Why? Are you, what? Not at the launch of the banner. That's like, I think this may only happen like once or twice before. Actually, it's never happened before, but I guess it's something to do with we have an upcoming price change on Japan, which I've seen a few people talk about here and there. It's like, I think it's affecting, dude, this is actually insane though. Now, if this isn't the Goku, friggin' A, and it's Kamehameha, it's Trunks to Mai and Kamehameha. So there is an iOS change, so I think that is why specifically, but still, it's just, man, a lot going against the old Dragon Ball here. Now, the big discussion right now in the community, or maybe it's just because I follow Truth and Truth is talking about it, but I've seen a lot of people talk about it too. Dragon Ball for the anniversary, for the 8th anniversary. Let me know right now, do you think Dragon Ball can be an anniversary headliner? I'm sure a lot of you do think that, and I do think so too, especially with the way that they've designed it now, because it doesn't mean that part 1 and part 2 have to be both Dragon Ball, which I think is not a bad thing. Dude, this is actually insane. I mean, would love for this to be Goku. No, I mean, I guess it could still be. This didn't want to give me Zeno. Anyways, with the way they're doing the celebration, they just got through doing the one that we just literally just ended like less than an hour ago, technically, because they ended and then ushered in these new banners. But just finishing that one, now granted it was all cooler themed, but it was 2 separate movies, and of course we actually got, you know, 4 incredibly hype units, which I would argue probably the 4 most hype units released in the span of like a 2-week period, or well, 2.5, what was it, like 2.5 weeks, or just over the course of a month. Because I will 100% tell you, as cool as I thought the Vegeta into Revival Goku last year was, as cool as I liked, well, the year before that was Angel Vegeta with a revamp to Majin Vegeta and so forth, or even the TOP, I guess TOP Goku Black and Broly is pretty sick. And I did like dude, okay, I did like U7 with the Golden Frieza, but for me personally, like, those don't, as much as I'm very biased on Cooler, so as much as I love Cooler, those don't necessarily add up to getting both variants of Cooler. I love this banner. I love this banner. those don't add up to getting 2 variants of Cooler, and of course a Goku from movie, you know, 5, and then a Goku from movie 6. Like, I don't know, dude. It's just not on the same level for me personally. So coming out of that anniversary, they could easily do Dragon Ball as part 1 or part 2, and then something totally different, but still maybe thematically the same. That, like, they could nearly do, I don't think they would do this, but something nearly with Dragon Ball, and then also something with superhero, because obviously a good portion of the roots of superhero are from Dragon Ball with the Red Ribbon Army. So like they could easily do that, and that would thematically work just fine. So I'll be very, very interested in seeing what, you know, what ends up happening with the 8th anniversary, and we can speculate all we want until it is the day or closer actually to it happening. Who actually knows what will be happening with that? There has been some small correlation between this slot and then the anniversary, but it's not necessarily enough to go on yet. But there has been some small correlation between the spot that happens now and then it also relating to what could release for the anniversary itself. But again, it's way too early to go, well, this spot right here that happens post worldwide sort of relates back to what they're going to do for anniversary. So yep, it's got to be something to do with Dragon Ball. No, not necessarily. It is cool to see it out here. Now, me personally, y'all know me, I'm a big Fusion guy, but if you guys paid attention to the broadcast, and I even made a video about this as well, it was actually specifically in the Japan broadcast for the worldwide celebration, they got asked, what is the anniversary? You know, can you tell us anything about it? And the thing that the producer said specifically is that it's characters that haven't headlined an anniversary before. Now, it depends on how little you want to take that, which Truth and I were talking about over on Twitter. I was, you know, trying to I'm always just kind of trying to like just see what Truth will reply or see what the community will reply to me, because I know a lot of people follow us both, so they'll see both tweets. And so obviously I myself know that when he says that, that could mean in the literal sense of just in general, basically, like it can't be the same character. Like, it's going to be new characters, as in not a fusion, or not Goku and Vegeta, because we've had a ton of, you know, Goku and Vegetas and fusions. Or it could be in the sense of like actually in Dokkan, and that it'll be a different named version of Goku or Vegeta. So a good example of that would be Kid Goku. So it just depends on how literal he meant it's going to be new headliners. Because did he mean new headliners as in like Super Saiyan 3 Goku could be a headliner, because we've never had a Super Saiyan 3 Goku during the anniversary? Or did he mean new characters as headliners, and he meant like Gohan and Piccolo or Cell? Because I also think now with this new structure where you've got a part 1 that is a Dokkan Fest and a Carnival LR, and then a part 2 with a Dokkan Fest and a Carnival LR, and it's like 4 decently hype units throughout the entirety of the anniversary, or you know, the entirety of worldwide next year, etc. Like I do think this structure is how we're going to see it. Like, not to say top banners are dead, which it wouldn't bother me, you know, but I don't know, because the only time that we really got top banners in the sense that both new units were new, we're doing anniversary and worldwide. So top banners might be dead in the way that we knew them, where it's like 2 brand new LRs that you're like really searching for, and top banners might now just be like they'll throw multiple LRs on, but only one of them that is actually new, you know. So again, depends on how little that he meant that statement, and then moving forward with that, like how do we take that information? And the problem is you can take it so many different ways. Now, I personally actually do hope it truly means it's just not a Goku, not a Vegeta, and not a fusion. Like basically that's your characters, and then of course not Janemba. It's literally every year for 7 years, it's either been a Goku and a Vegeta, which makes sense. It's your anniversary. You're trying to usher in new players. You're trying to get as much, you know, as many eyes as possible on your application. And I just rainbowed Mira. I just rainbowed that unit. I know that sounds crazy to say, because he got brought back into the summoning pool like 2 years ago now. And I, even with all that summoning, I just now rainbowed him like last week or 2 weeks ago, I guess. I think I pulled a copy of it. Dude, I pulled a copy of him on, I think on one of my Carnival summons or something like that. Anyways, my personal thing is that if it isn't going to be something we've seen from the, and it actually is just a different name, right? Like you literally can't have a Goku, you can't have a Vegeta, you can't have a Vegito or a Gogeta, then like my literal personal thing would be, dude, stop. Is this like the 5th one? My literal personal thing then would be a Gohan. I think the really, and I said this in my video from like a month ago, but I think one of the coolest things they could do during anniversary, first off, bring back extreme characters, especially now with this new setup. I feel like there's no reason why we can't have extreme characters during anniversary. We haven't had, well, we've had extreme characters, but they've just been on the top banner. So it obviously is something that we could see for sure. But we haven't had like headliner as part of a part 1 that was extreme since the first anniversary, which was Janemba. And then the Dokkan Fest from here on out, when they changed sort of the structure that they would do that from year 2 and moving on, have always been super types, and it's always been some variant of Goku and Vegeta. Like not even kidding. Year 2 was the SSJ 4s back before we had Dokkan Fest LRs were even a thing. Oh my gosh, dude. Year 3 was the LR Goku and Vegeta that one fused into Vegeta, one fused into Gogeta. Year 4, they brought back SSJ 4s, but they made them LRs. Year 5, of course, my personal favorite anniversary of all time, the year of dreams, Gogeta and Vegito. Like, come on, dude. The year 5 units are so sick, man. I need them to easy A. I need them to somehow fit into the 8th anniversary and make them easy A. It will be great. You know, year 6, obviously U7, TOP, all of that. And then I love this game. I love this game. And then year 7, we all know that we literally came off of it, double Gogeta. So there's, I mean, it's just a lot of Goku, Vegeta, Gogeta, you know, like that's like literally that's the only characters that are really off the table. So that's why, like, I feel like it'd feel more special if they quite meant it as literal as you can take it, and that the anniversary headliners are not Goku, Vegeta, or those 2 specific fusions. Like, I think that is the most exciting way. I know I've seen a lot of people that have mentioned they'd love to see like a battle of gods, you know, and a Super Saiyan God Goku and a Beerus. And like, I guess the technicality move around that is like, yeah, we just did have a Super Saiyan God Goku and a Super Saiyan God Vegeta, but it was a Super Saiyan God Goku and a Super Saiyan God Vegeta, right? So Super Saiyan God Goku specifically from BOG would be very different, especially in the eyes of Dokkan, from the Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta we got for year 7 from DBS Broly. And that would be cool. Like, I definitely, as someone who definitely wishes we had a little more from that movie specifically, because I'm just not the biggest fan of the LR Int Super Saiyan God Goku, and he could use an easy A and all those things. You know, it just again, it literally changed everything, because my suggestion, because everyone's all stuck on this what could be Kid Goku, is like, if they're gonna do that and they're gonna fudge around with the rules, give me a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, man. Like, I am out here, bro. Like, I know that I've pretty much gotten all the Majin Vegeta stuff I can get, so my next like most sought after thing is an LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like, besides the obvious, which is superhero stuff, and then the manga, you know, getting adapted into an anime, and we getting like all the manga stuff that we've seen as well. But as far as like stuff I feel like they can truly work with right now, and that's from like Z, Super we've seen, GT, or Dragon Ball. Oh my god, what? Let's go, dude. Oh, it's the GSSR. What are the chances? All the Bojacks finally led to something good. We're getting the physical Goku. All right, I want to do just a couple more because I really want to get Android 8. I really want to get Android 8. What am I doing? I gotta lock him up. Thank you. All right, only took 800 stones. Nah, it could be so much worse. I'm not gonna complain. I'll do 1,000. We'll see if we'll get 8er. If we don't get 8er, then man. Anyway, back to what I was trying to say. The thing that I hope it actually is Gohan and Cell. Like, I genuinely hope it's Gohan and Cell, and then Gohan and Piccolo. I think that is like the perfect sort of like setup, the perfect sort of like mixture. And I think that we're definitely due up for a new like proper Cell versus Gohan like theme. Ooh. Theme for celebration. It's, you know, it's not been since 2019. I know that Golden Week this year was literally a transforming Cell and a and a Goku into Gohan, but like I still think it'd be really cool. Now, in my personal opinion, if they wanted to make the whole thing superhero themed, there's plenty of stuff from superhero that they could easily do. And the thing is, I've saw a lot of people go, well, they won't do everything this quick. Like that's too fast of a turnaround. Ah, there he is. Honestly, like I wish I'd have pulled more of him than the Bojack. Ah, cool. And it's not the Beerus, but it just, they wanted to make sure they showed off that Beerus to me. I would have preferred more Raditz than Bojack. Anyway, if you guys remember back to DBS Broly, that movie came out, the banners dropped 2 weeks later, actually not even quite 2 weeks on Japan, and it had everything. Like, and I know that it was just Dokkan Fests and then side banner units, but Gogeta's banner was literally Super Saiyan Gogeta that transformed into Gogeta Blue, and albeit, you know, not the animation style that we're used to now and how crazy animations are now, but not bad either. And it literally encompassed his Soul Punisher and his Stardust Breaker all in one character. Then you had a Super Saiyan Goku and a Super Saiyan Vegeta that Dokkan awakened into the Super Saiyan gods from that film. And then you had Broly's banner, which had him as a Super Saiyan into full power and encompassed majority of everything you saw literally from Broly in that film, with then Wrathful Broly represented, that Easy A too, by the way, and then Paragus, as well as a free-to-play Golden Frieza. Like, it was everything. It was nearly everything. Obviously, there's still more stuff they can do and they can pull from that film. Not a big deal at all. With the fake out into Goku. No, into Beerus. Obviously, still a lot more they can do for that movie. We don't even have an proper LR Broly. A proper LR DBS Broly. Like, I cannot believe that the only Super Saiyan DBS Broly that we have in the game is the physical one from nearly 4 years ago when that movie released. You know, in Japan. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But the argument that like they won't be able to just go all out and give us stuff immediately from the movie is just crazy to me, that people don't think we can't still, like, what? No, they can easily, they can do what they want. What is this? Why is there some sort of like rule that they have to milk it? And especially like there's so many rumors, which I won't believe it until I see an official post from Toei or somebody. But you know, these rumors of Super coming back have circulated for forever. But like, if Super is coming back, then they don't even need to hold on to stuff at all, because they're gonna have a ton of new anime stuff to usher into the games. So there's no real like weird of delaying of things, which feels very purposefully, obviously, because they have certain things they know will still do really, really well. Like, I imagine they're hanging on to a DBS Broly, which by the way could also be something. He's technically like, DBS Broly's been, you know, top banner with Chila and Limo, but Super Saiyan Broly has never been like a headlining unit for an anniversary. So like, he could easily be something too. I wanted a DBS Broly so bad. I want this freaking Android 8 as well. Dude, am I not gonna get Android 8? He's like such a key player to this team. He's crazy with his defense and his damage reduction and everything, and he of course also works so well with this unit. But I would love to see a new DBS Broly, bro. But yeah, like, if you think back to those characters and everything that released, bro, get out of here, man. Like, there's dude, they can easily come out swinging with a ton of stuff. Now, I don't think they're going to for the first time that we get something from Superhero. I don't think they were going to at all, but I do think that they're going to come out swinging sooner than later. So I don't know. I think this is maybe the most intrigued. I think I say this every year, but I really do mean this. I think this is the most intrigued I've been to see what they do for an anniversary, because not only did they make that comment about it possibly being truly something new, but also we're going into an anniversary where we have like a totally new structure, So I am like very stoked to see what all happens. And I just, man, dude. Anyways, y'all gotta stay tapped in. I'm gonna do one final summon. We'll make it a group summon if you guys want to join in, because Pan did just drop. I wouldn't really recommend summoning for Pan. She's fine, but I don't know that she's like a must-have. But we'll do one regardless. This is the final summon of the video. Y'all know what to do. Join me, Chromecast me, picture with her Chromebooks back with Storm Titles. That was all thing. Let's pop this down. Count it down. 3, 2, 1, go. When this video ends, well, when this when this summon ends, the video ends, we got the Goku. That's all I can really ask for. He is 55%, but I might go back in on a duel or something like that. But let me know down below your thoughts on first new Goku, but more specifically, what do you think is going to happen for the 8th anniversary? I know if you're just a global player, you're like, the 7th anniversary literally just happened. It's too far away. But for JP, it's only like 4 months. And actually, it's less than that now. It's less than 4 months. That's crazy, bro. How, dude? How? Anyways, y'all, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.